Law, okay, and it goes like this. Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1 equals my M. Okay, my M meaning the slope, okay, which we learned yesterday, M means slope. Okay, and so every problem will use this formula, okay, every single one. Okay, so the one mistake kids have a tendency to make is to not label because it's faster, and unfortunately, then they get them in the wrong spots. So I do always suggest labeling. After that, easy peasy, okay? So, we're gonna call this one X1, Y1, X2, Y2. If there was another coordinate, they would be called X3, Y3. If there was another coordinate after that, it would be called X4, Y4. If there was another one after that, it'd be called X5, Y5. Okay, so it's just a way to name them so we can keep everything organized. Okay, and so this very first thing, it says do Y2 first. What did I put as my Y2? 17. So we're going to say 17 minus, now, the minus sign always goes here and always goes here. No matter whatever else I have, that first minus sign has to be there. Okay, so it says Y2 minus, which I have, Y1. What is my Y1? Negative 10. Okay, so my top part is done. Okay, on the bottom it says X2. What's X2?
Negative 13.
Negative 13 minus X1. What is my X1?
Negative 9.
Negative 9. Okay, and now here's where the calculator comes in. Now, there's one of me and there's a lot of you, so you guys gotta like help each other. If you got it, help your partner. Okay, you're gonna hit your button that looks like this. It should be towards the left of your calculator, towards the top. Okay, and when you push that button, you want it to actually look like this. And you're going to type in everything here on the top, and then hit your down arrow and type in everything on the bottom. Okay, if your calculator does, and you push that button and it does like something like this, please let me know because yours is not going to, okay. It looks funny and then it just doesn't work right.
Negative 27.
Okay, what did you guys get?
Negative 27 over 4.
Okay, even if you weren't done, finish, so you know that you know how to do it and it like happened correctly on the calculator. Okay, so negative 27 over 4. Okay, there are 3 ways to write this, and so let's talk about them so we know what's acceptable. You can say negative 27 over 4. Where's the negative located? On the top, bottom?
Middle.
On the top. Okay, we can also say 27 over 4. Where's it now?
Bottom.
On the bottom, or like right here, it's where?
Middle.
Like in the middle, okay? But we can only write one negative, so any of these are acceptable, okay? So it does not matter how we write them, but we can only write one negative, okay? And that's it, that's the slope. Okay, we found our M. Okay, so if we look at 3, we got X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Okay, and we're gonna use our formula. What is my Y2?
Negative 5.
Negative 5 minus, that first minus goes there, 3, over my X2,
Negative
negative 17, minus my X1
0.
is 0. Okay, type that in your calculator, see what you get.
8 over 17.
8 over 17? I need a second.
Yeah, 8 over 17.
8 over 17, all right.
8 over 17.
Okay, number 5, we're gonna label X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Okay, so it's gonna look like 7 minus what? Negative 7, so we're gonna have 2 negatives. And then it's gonna look like 6 minus 7. What is that?
Negative 14.
Negative 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 7, we're gonna say x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so it's gonna look like 14 minus 19 over 6 minus 19.
5 over 13.
Somebody agree? I don't like it. Is that right? For real though? Did you type it or are you just, okay. Cause you play too much, man. Nobody can believe you when you're being serious. Okay, 9, x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so it's gonna look like, and there's a lot of negatives on this one, so be careful. It's gonna look like negative 14 minus negative 14 over negative 9 minus negative 8. Hmm? 0? Somebody agree?
Yeah, 0.
Yeah, 0 too? Okay, get on the back page. I know that you want to be tempted to finish the front page. I'm not going to re-explain on the back page because you were trying to finish the front page. Get on the back page, okay? The back page is definitely the more difficult of the two, okay? And we're going to hop around and do some of the easier ones first. So we're going to start with number 13. We're going to start with number 13. Okay, so what you're going to start to do is to set, first off, label, okay? x1, y1, x2, y2. What letter do I use for my slope? M, okay? Because if you remember, the formula that I gave you at the very beginning of class was this: y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1 equals what? M. Okay, so now this side we got an M, okay? And we're actually missing one of the coordinates, and so that's what we're gonna find. Okay, so we're gonna start to set this up. What is my y2? 1 minus, what is my y1?
Y.
It's y, okay? They called it y, so that's what we're gonna put. Y over x2. What's my x2?
Negative 7.
Negative 7 minus my x1. 2 equals my m.
Did you skip number 11?
Yeah, I did. Equals my m. What's my m?
2 over 9.
2 over 9. Okay. Okay, so what you're going to start to do first is just do the bottom part of the fraction, which is this one. So what is negative 7 minus 2?
Negative 9.
Negative 9. So we're going to get 1 minus y equals negative 9, or over negative 9 equals 2 over 9. Okay, in order to move something off the bottom of the fraction, meaning the negative 9, because we're trying to solve for what letter? Y. We're trying to solve for y. So everything that is on y's side, right, because a thing is split, okay? Everything that is on y's side, which would be this side, needs to be moved to the other side. Okay, so the 9 has to get moved first. Right now it says 1 minus y divided by negative 9. So how do I move a divided by?
Multiply.
Multiply. So we're going to multiply both sides by 9, negative 9. Okay, well, if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other side. Okay, on this side, what happens is these guys cancel out. Okay, so we're gonna get 1 minus y equals, and on your calculator can do the fractions for you. Okay, so you're gonna say fraction button, do it now. Fraction button, 2/9. Okay, and then this is a very important part, you have to hit the over button. Okay, hit over, and then say times -9. Okay, we don't want it to look like this on the calculator, you don't want this. Okay, that's not allowed. It needs to be off to the side, so 2/9 times -9. If you forget to hit the over button, it's not gonna type right on the calculator. -2? It's just like a over, like the arrow, I don't know.
So that's the answer.
It's not, because do we know what y is?
-2.
It's not. It says 1 minus y equals -2. Okay, so now how do I solve for y? What else is on y side that just should not be there? A 1. How do I move that 1? Minus.
I thought you said it was -4.
Okay, and then, I mean, this one kind of sucks because it's a negative y, but, so we got -y equals -3. And then what do I do? What is in front of the y? If there's no number there. There's really a 1 right here. Okay, so how do I move -1? Okay, you would think add because I said -1, right? But look at it. It's
Oh,
not,
multiply.
it's not multiply.
I mean divide.
Divide, why divide?
Because there's a multiplication.
Yeah, so if the variable and the number are like dang near touching, then it means times. So we need to divide. And this one, it was like, not a good choice on my part to start off the first one, because it's probably like feeling like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of work, okay? There's some extra steps on this one because the y is negative, but, okay, so, and then this one we found the y.
I feel like there's a way easier way to do this.
There's not.
I mean, I thought it was 5 steps ago.
So like, some of you guys would probably be able to like, maybe look at it and figure out, and I don't suggest it, but this part can be 9, right? So, and we know that we end up with a 9, so something up here, I need it to give me a 2, and so you can kind of backwards think, and it makes it a little bit more difficult because this is a -9, so I need an extra negative up here to make it positive. But essentially, I'm trying to get to a 2. 1 minus something would give me a 2. And so that's where the 3 comes in.
I don't know.
Okay, 15, let's look at 15. Hopefully this one's a little easier. Okay, so we got x1, y1, x2, y2, and my m. Okay, so we're gonna say y2, what's my y2? Y minus y1. -1 over x2. 4 minus x1. -4 equals
1/2.
1/2. Okay, what's a minus make when they're right next to each other?
Positive.
Makes it positive. Okay, so go through and change this, right? So this is gonna be minus, so this is really gonna be plus. Y plus 1. This is gonna be 4 plus 4. Okay, so if we're just looking at the top, y plus 1 is gonna stay y plus 1. What is 4 plus 4? 8. And then we're gonna get equals 1/2. Who am I supposed to move first? I'm trying to move stuff away from the y, so do I need to move the 1 or the 8 first? The 8, okay? And so you're gonna say times 8, times 8. So we get y plus 1 equals, what is 1/2 times 8? It's 4. Okay, and then how do I move that 1?
Subtract.
Subtract 1. So we're gonna get y equals 3. Okay, listen carefully. On the back side, the only one that you need to do is number 18. Okay, on the back side, the only one, all the other ones we're not gonna do. So on the back side, we're only gonna do number 18. Okay, we're not even gonna cover any of the X's today, we're only gonna do the Y's parts today, because there's like less steps with that, okay? So on the back side, we're only doing number 18, okay? So the front side, you're gonna do the whole thing. On the back side, you're only doing number 18, okay? And at the very least, you can set it